Alright guys, Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews, back with an official type of beer. None of that home brewing business this time around. But today we're going to take a look at the other half of this Buffalo Brew Geek release from Resurgence in the form of S'more than Friends. Imperial S'more Stout. Yeah. If you guys remember, I had on just a little while ago the genus Cocos Imperial Coconut Stout. So we had coconut on the one stout, and we have the s'mores type flavors in this stout. Yeah, this was really kind of something new for Resurgence. It was an online sort of order through Hop Mule. They sold out very quickly. I'm not quite sure what their reserves, if any, left at the brewery are. But really my goal for these two videos are, this is what they're doing with their Buffalo Brew Geek sort of series. This is number 1 and 2 in their series. And if you guys think that these are up your alley, then you guys need to give them a check next time they come out. Follow them on social media, you know, see what the heck's going on with their beer releases. Anyway, this is a 9.5% Imperial Stout. And I assume it's got some sort of s'mores type, maybe marshmallow, lactose, sort of chocolate, graham cracker, marshmallow sort of goodness. Look at this thing. Again, this is the S'more Than Friends. There really was a super lean write-up on this online. So there's not really anything else on the can. It says Brew Geek contributors: Michael Cook, Mike Senbush, Nick Beckman, Joe Yeager. Illustrations by Kelly Quackenbush. Very cool. Brewed in Canada and Resurgence Brewing Company, Buffalo, New York, USA. Blah blah blah. Awesome. So look at this thing. Again, it's feels heavy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a wonderful looking stout already. It's got that tan sort of beige head to it. Do you know what I mean? And it's well carbonated. You just can't see it. There's very tiny trails of bubbles coming up from the side of the glass. Woo! Yeah. The aroma is very, it's got a kind of like a complicated quaff of dry graham crackery goodness with some sugary, marshmallowy niceness, sweet, with the undertone is this very chocolate centric sort of theme. And it's not the dark chocolate either. This seems to be very robust and very sweet and, you know, aromatic sort of chocolate notes. But that's really about it. Yeah, there's some lactose. There's some, yeah, it just smells sugary. It smells sweet. It smells like a whole lot of goodness. 9.5%. I'm kind of digging that, and I'm gonna get into this. It's difficult trying to put these on video, being, you know, a functioning adult, and you've got to try to plan when you're going to have a 9.5% ABV on video. You know what I mean? I've got to get shit done. Nonetheless, let's see how this thing tastes, right? You know what I mean? Wow. Wow. That's about it for me. Wow. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. No, I'm just messing with you. This is, if you guys have had the first, or the genus Cocos one, that seemed to be a little bit on the more viscous and syrupy side. This one is just a hair bit thinner, but not by much. So you get this really upfront sort of great sweetness to either the lactose or the sugar. They all kind of greet you at once, and depending on the sip, you can kind of choose to, it's like your choose your own adventure book. Like you can kind of choose which one to fixate on first and then explore it down the line. But I really think maybe the marshmallowy, sugary nature of this might be kind of where they're going, and you have nice little graham crackery qualities to it, and you also have nice chocolatey notes to it, and it doesn't seem like any of them are overdone by any means, but when you put the three of them together, it gives you this really grandiose type of beer, Imperial Stout, and it's just something else. This is freaking amazing. I love it. I can't believe that you can actually concoct a liquid like this. Yeah, it feels a little bit less viscous. I'll put it that way. It's not thin by any means. It's a little bit less viscous on the upfront approach. You get these really like appropriately present sort of flavors without being overwhelming and unpleasant. You get this nice mouth coating to all of the flavors and the beer. It's not overly sticky. It's not overly sweet. The 9.5%, I'll tell you what, initially drinks like it's very well subdued ABV hidden amongst all of these flavors. But once you get about a half hour into either drinking or shortly after you're done with the beer, you will notice a strong head change. Even when you even on the aftertaste, even on the burp, it seems to be super pleasant, almost on that dry, biscuity, graham crackery sort of side of the beer. Really. Man, oh man, this is something else. What else? The ABV is good, the mouth feels good, the flavors are right on point. You know, we don't really have much else to talk about hop-wise because this is more of a s'mores, graham cracker, chocolate, and marshmallowy lactose sort of profile here. So, yeah, this is great. This Buffalo Brew Geek series that they've started with these two beers seems like it's going to be like a banger, right? Like this is what people kind of want, the thinking outside the box. It's not something that has a path to walk down. Like you're kind of doing it on your own on a higher scale. Do you know what I mean? It's nice, very, very nice. Yeah, if you guys want to know when the next sort of Resurgence Brew Geek sort of series is coming out, I highly recommend following them on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I don't know if they're on Facebook, or I assume they have a regular website. If they do, I will link it in the description below. That's about it. Maybe I'll leave a card up to the Genus Cocos video that I did, so you can maybe compare the two. Do you know what I mean? So that's really about it for me, guys. I wholly appreciate all of the clicks and the watches, and send me a message and tell me cool or you're an idiot. I totally get it. So I totally appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.